My name's Sophie. I'm the Regional Sales Manager for Joint Replacement at Stryker. I look after a third of Victoria and Tasmania. So I've been at Stryker for 16 years now, and I've had a variety of different roles. So I started straight into a territory management position, and I did that in sales for 4 years. And then I had a break to have a family, so I've had 3 children as well over my 16 years at Stryker. I moved into a part-time clinical support role while I was working part-time when my kids were young. And then I transitioned into a regional field trainer role, which looks after our training department and the kind of on-the-ground training of the team. And then I've been the regional manager for the last, coming up to 4 years now. So it's been a lot of varied roles within that time. There's a couple of things, I'd probably say 2 main things that I really love about my role here. The first one is the people that we work with. So the team is really fantastic. Like, they're energising, they're highly driven, they're talented people who want to succeed, but they're really friendly and fun, and that's probably what's kept me here for such a long time. And the other thing is the role that we play in theatre and with our customers, and really looking after the patient outcome. And there's been a lot of times, over my career where I've walked out of a theatre and thought they couldn't have done that unless I was in the room. And it's really, it's an amazing feeling, and being able to contribute to like a patient outcome and healthcare like that is fantastic. So what you're going to get in the first 12 to 24 months, it's going to be overwhelming. Like, there is a lot to learn. We're going to start with the MPS role because that's probably where we employ the bulk of our people now, and it's where our most robust training program is. So in the first 16 weeks that you start with us, it will be about what are the basic orthopaedic concepts of a hip replacement and a knee replacement, and how to do those conventionally with the instruments. It will involve a lot of time shadowing our team in theatre, so a lot of in-field learning will take place, as well as with workshops in our bioskills room, and using the loan kits, understanding how to put them together, the sequence of the instruments that are required for each of those hip replacement and knee replacement cases, and you will receive a lot of support in that. And so we try and break it down into little bite-sized chunks for people. When people come to us as an MPS, we try and set the expectation that really you're not going to be like a fully contributing MPS team member until you're about 12 to 18 months into the journey, because there's the 3 applications to learn. So there's Mako Total Hip, Mako Total Knee, and Mako Partial Knee. And each of those is a different training program and a different set of case sign-offs, but you're fully supported through those. We don't put anybody in the deep end. We have a team big enough that means that you will do 3 case sign-offs for conventional knees and up to 6 case sign-offs with somebody else for Mako knees, and that's on top of the dozens and dozens of cases that you will have seen with other people in theatre. So it's a really supported environment, and I think that's the benefit of coming to a bigger team and a bigger company where we can really support that training journey. Along the way though, you will be able to tick off milestones and feel like you're contributing, whether that's doing a conventional hip replacement or a conventional knee replacement, going to your Mako training, ticking off your knee courses. There's a lot of things that you can feel like you're progressing within your journey within that time. But that first kind of 12 to 18 months, it's exciting, but it can be overwhelming as well. But there's certainly, there's a world of stuff out there that happens in theatre that people don't even kind of know about, and so it's really, it's exciting. In terms of the sales team and people that come in territory management's or associate territory management role, you will do that same kind of first onboarding for the conventional hip and knee replacements, because your role is a lot about being in theatre and understanding the needs of your customers, being the orthopaedic surgeons, and how to target and sell to them. So you will go through that same supported first initial 16-week program, as well as spending a lot of time in theatre, and then just getting to know your surgeons on your patch and having one-to-one meetings with them, usually with a regional manager, to support you in that environment as well, and to do a transition and make sure the introductions are done really well. Then it's a little bit, again, it's depending on the needs of the territory and the team as to whether or not you will go through those kind of 3 Mako applications and the Mako training program, and that decision's really made on a case-by-case basis. The other thing that you'll learn at Stryker from a sales perspective is best-in-class sales training. So you'll come in and do some structured sales engagement training with us, with our national talent and development team. So that's run for everybody in sales and actually in clinical roles across the country. The other thing that we do regularly is one-on-one sales coaching. So with your regional manager or with other tenured salespeople, we really put a high importance on that one-on-one training, and that will help you to target better, to understand, you know, where you're really going to focus to really propel your business to that next level. And then you'll also get the opportunity to be involved in our quarterly business reviews from a territory management and associate territory management view. That's when we get the sales team together. You really have to have a good understanding of your business plan, but you'll develop that in conjunction or in team with your regional manager, present to the rest of the sales team and get the feedback from them. So they will help you in terms of who you should be targeting or how or what the next step be. So that real collaborative approach to success, like individual success, but team success is really important here. So there are some challenges that you'll face when coming to work for us. One of them is around the unpredictability of our workload. Whenever there's an orthopaedic surgeon in Victoria implanting a Stryker joint, generally there'll be a Stryker rep there in theatre with them, and they work really long hours. We try to come up with a case plan every week, so to give the team some unpredictability, but we always have last minute cancellations, last minute bookings, trauma cases that come through that we'll need to cover, and there are a lot of moving pieces to the puzzle. So with people who are used to coming from more structured employment, like physiotherapy or osteopath or something like that, it's a different workload, and it can go through like roller coasters as well. You might have weeks where you've worked 50 or 60 hours in a week. We want to be clear about that. But then there'll be weeks, say during the school holidays or something, when surgeons are away and it's much quieter. And you know, we expect kind of that taking time back when you can, because we expect you to be on and in theatre when that's required of you as well. So that's definitely a challenge. It's something we try and talk a lot about through the interview process, because we want people to be really clear about what it takes to come and work here, what the great things are, but what the challenges are as well. So that's certainly that unpredictability of workload is one of them. The other one is the amount that you have to learn. So there is no doubt about it, there is a lot to learn when you first come here about the customers, about the sales process, about, you know, the theatre environment if you've never worked in a theatre environment before, and just knowing where to park at a hospital and finding theatre and how to sign in and how to get changed, and you know, all that stuff is new, and we really try to support you through that, but it's challenging. And then there's the clinical aspect, technical aspect of what you need to learn, both with hip replacement, knee replacement, and then the Mako robot on top of that. So it's a challenge, and we find that, you know, often people feel like their brains are exploding, but you know, we try and take the time and hold your hand through that and make it as easy as possible, but it is a challenging environment to start with.